Don't mind this too much. Just trying to create a little bit of a dip to play around as players will attempt to leave from Meiran. That's OG on the north side. Likely first to leave. It's a gamble play, but they know they're close now. They know they're close. As soon as they start getting into those placement points, they get a couple more eliminations. They're set. Their goal in this game was far easier than most. Not looking for that chicken dinner. Man, back up into Meiran. Goodness me, we went back down south, back up north, and now Schweppes has got to go pick up Mormon. Plays up by the roadside. Not definite this ends in the urban area. Enigma Galaxy might want to make a send soon. OG loses one on a knock. Not flush though. 4Thrives looking fantastic right now this game. 11 eliminations, holding a strong 2-2 split inside of Meiran, controlling both the run out from OG and scouting towards Nongshim.
With Nigma turning their attention onto Flash, you can see Schweppes had already identified their setup far over. He was waiting for an opportunity to actually shoot some bullets their way. That was the call for it. No raw connection from this. He'll spot Satan on the rotate with the vehicle as well. Still debating if he can actually get some pot shots here, trusting in his source from distance. And this is also amongst the Lula that are pushing up onto 4Thrives. They knew they were fighting OG. They took a few pot shots, but now Quick's trying to take at least a little bit more aggressive space off them.
Enigma Galaxy in a struggle position, and E-Arena can play this very slow here. They don't have to peek too much. Ralph already down there. Should go down to the play zone. Enigma Galaxy is going to try and go for that southern push on this one. Like you said, Schweppes identified their position very early. The shots are coming through. They don't want these points to be stolen from the players inside of Meiran. Schweppes opens up, but looks like those points might be going another way. Nongshim getting some great damage, just playing into that engagement between Alula as well as Flash there. Gonna be longer nades on this one though, Jackie.
Decent shark, that one might be good. Bounces into the back, it's chip damage, but no conversion. Ooh, bursting just in front of Satan. They've got one smoke to try and pop. Hey, this is dastardly. You are trapped in a hellish position whilst the other squads are scrapping through each other, so the lobby's starting to thin here.
It's tempting for E-Arena just to push this. Getting in towards 6th place, right? You're very close at that point with 2 eliminations. You could just sack your game here to go for it. Joker's going to try and get a different angle on this one, move up over towards Mormon, put some more emphasis over towards Meiran. If we go a little bit further south here, the game actually does open up for E-Arena mainly. 4Thrives also have a good capability of leaving from this area. I wonder how many vehicles they've still got left with the tires in play. Yasser will take down Bozy, and that's the end of Flash. I mean, Nongshim Red Force has been consistently peppering that engagement, but it is Alula who's got away with the majority of the points on that one with 11.
There's been a lot of harassment of all of these squads from Nongshim and 4Thrives, consistently taking pot shots out, making the fights more uncomfortable for either team involved. For E-Arena, if Nongshim actually keep this up in terms of a safe placement in the zone, some big plays, you might need to shut them down. Going to pull slightly away from their setup though, centering up around the 4Thrives crew of E-Arena, knowing they can advance a little bit on this.
Yeah, it's a big opportunity now for 4Thrives going forward. Get a chicken dinner here. You set yourselves up to get potentially into Smash Ruling by match 2, by the end of match 2. Very cool to see both E-Arena and Nongshim Red Force. None of it was small talk at the start of the day. They were certainly looking to make it very, very difficult for any other team immediately going into match 2. Putting the worry on, requiring teams to keep tabs on them, potentially even hunt them down to keep their tournament alive. Because as soon as they smash, the game's finished. There's no longer any more opportunity to rectify those mistakes from previous days. You will just be locked in where you currently stand. which is why it's such great news that 4 Thrives are having such a big pop-off here on game 1.
They're bringing the heat, showing that they're handy with the steal. And for Alula, try as they might to absorb points from this lobby, they're so far down that it's been uncomfortable.
What happened there?
I mean, it was danger close, mate. He got one knock onto OG, but it took down a member amongst the commotion for 4 Thrives.
T24 netting out Falak, like you say, a bit of an accidental play there, but not the one you want to see. You always praise Falak's gunplay. Basically a legend in close quarters, so to lose him in an urban finish, disastrous result here. Hyunbin, though, will find R3B. To send a nade over the top immediately to confirm. Is that in the window? I was going to say, that is a long lob on that one. By this time, it's a bit more difficult to hit that one. But OG lose WizGod. He's getting picked up, though, off in the distance as OG moves in, but it's Joke from the sidelines actually finding Aru. They're consistently harassing from this outside edge. Played that compound down towards the south side, and then just playing off this ridge side around the road, but ooh, it is time to leave now.
Gonna have to force the issue, jump back behind the driving wheel and get into the zone. For OG, it's so uncomfortable because you are just being completely cut off from all angles. The backline's covered by E-Arena, nades from the front in from 4 Thrives. They cannot peek in any regard.
Flips.
He's going in crazy. Okay, into the building. 4 Thrives ready for it. Zypher strikes first. Sweep sweeps under the rug. Goodbye, good night. T24 with a nade from the top. He sees Joker, but it's Lord that steals it from Nigma Galaxy. Nade over onto WizGod in the meantime, as well as Yasha falls to Hyunbin. It's all turning into carnage.
More man. Last left alive here. I think it's one more placing they need on this one, Jackie, as well. One more elimination would also do the trick. They want to get themselves up towards 5th place, but it would be so awful to go into match 2 1 point away from Smash ruling. Does not have a position to play, though. Everyone's completely looking his way. Might have been better to hedge his bets down towards Nigma Galaxy and just try and take a one-on-one trade. Just wonder if they actually know how many points they've currently garnered on this game and how close it gets them. You'd expect them to, right?
And honestly, for 4 Thrives, it's probably worked out in a way with that charge in.
Oh,
mate, the nade on Mormon. Okay, goodbye, you.
Oh, they're on it. They're on it. So it was. 6th place is fine. We're good.
Whew. They're safe for now. That's what they needed. And with Schweppes charging into that compound, he gave them some extra ammunition. They were having to make concessions, Blank. You can see about 80 rounds of 5.56 left for them. They've been able to restock up. Nonshin, though, still making plays, and they got loads of ammo to spray with. Shots down on target from XCY. Hits onto another man. OG, you have just been trapped, taking punch after punch for so long. They're punch drunk in the back line.
And for Nongshim Red Force is where all the storylines converge. Chicken dinner would be ideal, but a few more eliminations and a 2nd place would get them in towards that position. A pitched battle between Nongshim Red Force as well as E-Arena going straight into match 2. Good nade over the top from AKOP. Opens up the door here for them to move in. Hazaifa leaning onto this one. AKOP's down, leaving just WizGod. Goodness me, Nigma Galaxy still going. It's Lord of all people. Oh, finally taken out, but top 3 now. Nongshim Red Force ever closer to a chicken dinner and set themselves up alongside with E-Arena at the top.
The solo savagery was nice to watch, but now it all goes down to the 2 squads that were in a prime position on Rondo for so long. The duo of 4 Thrives versus the full force of Nonshin. They charge up onto the compound. T24 topside. Zypher rearming himself. Shotgun to play with if they come charging through the door. So easy. Dashes the nade onto the lower levels. Wants to ascend up. Nade in. masking some of the sound. So easy to peek this. Looking for the third angle, just through the window, catches a glimpse, but they read it right. They try and keep him pinned back. He's got to heal.
XZY, got to be a good nade through the window. Good damage off the back of that one. The burst is lovely. The play zone will take down a Cypher. And Nongshim Red Force start the day off with a chicken dinner. Can they grab another after this to close down the entire tournament? They've got Red Force, they've got Daka. This team looks good.
Nongshim have seen red, and the aggression has come out when it's needed. Fighting harder, pulling out huge eliminations on Rondo, and still playing so consistent with their setups.
I mean, a technical back-to-back as well from yesterday. Last Miramar into first Rondo. Nongshim is just a different beast coming into these last 2 days of finals. Especially coming off such a long eight-game day set into day 3. You're in the finals. It's getting nerve-wracking. You just open with a chicken dinner. These guys must be so confident.
They don't look rattled. They don't look bothered whatsoever by the sheer pressure that's on their shoulders. We know there's going to be a new champion, and Nongshim are eyeing up that trophy. They want it branded with their organization, their legacy. And if they keep this up, Lang, there is a decent chance they damn well do it.
Just fantastic stuff. Good to see Nick McGuice as well. Lord stepping up right at the end there. 4Thrives also making some more aggressive plays, which is great to see. They had some familiar faces. I think E-Arena panicked a little bit, but they just about made it right at the end there. Losing for Lack for 4Thrives was a fairly big deal, but OG also getting in towards a late game. Aru making some good calls that match. I think Nick McGuice also was very resilient that game to get where they did from where they were playing, so difficult, and then Lord able to sneak his way in.
Oh man, you were bigging up Lord earlier into the tournament, right? Saying it's the fact that you've got Coops and Lord. That sort of collective in unison that's doing so much for this team. And again, there, in a situation where it felt like you were out, Lord goes off with the solo shenanigans. Oh yeah.
Hey, do you know what that is?
He's got the Brandon on the go, mate.
That is the stamp to get into the Winners Club. Nongshim fighting, we'll be back soon.
Hi everyone, I'm Rick, producer of PUBG Mobile. For the past 8 years, PUBG Mobile has continued to grow together with players around the world. And even today, we are still fully committed to this battleground. We are continuing to invest more resources, improve the experience, and bring PUBG Mobile to more players in more ways. Today, I'm excited to share something important with you. New app, PUBG Mobile Lite. For us, PUBG Mobile Lite is not about making a smaller game with a smaller experience. It's about maintaining the high-quality PUBG Mobile standard while giving players a lighter and more accessible way to play. We know that different players have different needs. Some players want the full PUBG Mobile experience with the richest content, all sorts of highest quality gameplays, and everything the game has to offer. For those players, PUBG Mobile will continue to be the best choice. But some players want to jump into battle faster, save more stories, and reduce the burden on their devices. That is why we are creating PUBG Mobile Lite. PUBG Mobile Lite is a lighter version of PUBG Mobile, built for players who want a fast, authentic, and uncompromised. If you already have a PUBG Mobile account, you can log in with it on PUBG Mobile Lite. Your own items can carry over, so you can continue using the outfits you love. You can also team up with your friends on PUBG Mobile, so your squad can stay together with no social